Hello, this is the man with too many names, and I am back once again to look at KNPP objects once again, because there's some things that need to be covered, I feel. So, I made this livery in Substance for the Origin body kit by Dynasty, and the way he made it was, it included an extra step in order to be able to make a Substance livery. And I'll show you what I mean by dumping the model. And while I'm in the game, I'm also going to dump the model of the car that I'm going to be making the KNPP body kit for. Okay, so let's take a look at that S13 first. So, actually, let me bring it into Substance. And I'll show you what I mean by it not being built properly. If we take a look at this, we can see that parts are overlapping each other. And if we try to paint on one thing, it will probably paint somewhere else as well. So you can see it appearing on the bumper and on the fender as well. And it also paints on there. Do a bit of paint here so it appears on the side skirt, it appears on the rear bumper. This is problematic. We can actually get around this without, yeah, we can get around it. And what we can do is select faces. Actually, I need to bring up face orientation. So the way this body kit was constructed was he took the faces of the body kit after he had shaped it to the car, copied them over, and then flipped the faces. So you've got the inside and the outside, so it doesn't look weird in game. But the problem is he applied UV unwrapping to the outer faces only. And that is how you get this result. We can fix this by pressing L, deleting faces. So then we've only got the red or the inside showing. Okay, so we can export this now, save over the original model. Yep. So now if I do a re-import mesh, that solves the problem. And now we can apply decals normally and make our livery that way. So that's that problem taken care of. Let's make a body kit for the R31. This US kit was provided to me by Salem, much appreciated. So now I'm going to import the R31. I will put these into their own collection. Toggle that off. So we drag this window out here, UV editor. Going to grab the body, select everything. And this gives us like a map that we need to make our body kit UV for. It's kind of messy, but I can see here we've got the front bumper there and the rear bumper there. So what I'm going to do is I will export UV layout. Okay, so that's that done. Now I'm going to delete all these parts of the body kit. Okay, go into MISC and we can get rid of all this shit. Oh, jeez. And now the side skirts. Turn on the body kit again. So now I need to realign everything here. Before I do that though, I'm just going to fix up these models a bit. What I could do is make two versions of the front bumper, one without the eyelids and one with the eyelids. That way you'll be able to apply decals to the eyelids if you so desire. First things first, we need to fix up this model a bit because we can see that it looks a bit shiggy. So select everything. Mesh, clean up. Merge by distance. It deletes 10,000 verts. That's what we like. We can choose this radius, merge distance here. Make it a bit bigger. It deletes even more. Don't want to delete too much though, otherwise it will make weird details in weird places. How's it looking now? Yes, it looks much smoother. What I will do though is I'll apply a modifier. Edit weighted normal, keep sharp, and shade auto smooth. And that makes things look a bit better. We'll do the same for side skirts. Yeah, if there's something that you use a lot, you can go into the menu, right click it, and assign, that should say add to quick favorites. And you can access the quick favorites by pressing Q. These are my quick favorites. I use them a lot. Yeah, we can see that's got some weird shit going on in there. So I will apply a weighted normal, auto smooth, keep sharp, and that solves it all. Makes it look good. Okay. Marking sharps on your object will sort out things, sort out problems with the normals, generally. If we do control click, it selects from the shortest path. So you do a bunch of clicks. Mark sharp. That's kind of fixed it. Generally normals will look pretty weird if there's a lot of lines overlapping or close together. To mark sharp, you'll find an edge, mark sharp, and clear sharp. Assign those to your quick favorites. It is very handy. Do I need to do that for the other parts of the body kit? Really I should, but come on, I'm already taking too long. We need to get to the good bits. Okay, bring back the car. So, let me just align it this way. Let me just grab one of these center vertices, cursor to selected. If I do this, and then I can select the item here, set that to 0, and now it's perfectly centered. Good little tip. Yeah, that'll work. That's fine. Okay, side skirts. That is already centered, so we'll just put a 0 there. Okay, we'll go with that. Yep, front bumper. Do the same deal again. We'll grab one of these center vertices. Put it in 0. BINGO, bingo was his name-o. Okay, now I'm obsessing over this face. I'm going to apply sharps here. Bear with me, folks. That will do. Okay, so now we're at this point. Oh, eyelids. I'm just going to have it like that. So what I'll do is I'll turn this base color into an image. We'll grab this UV layout. So now we have this body kit here. Got those faces selected. I'm going to simply unwrap them. Oh, don't do it. I'm going to save the thing. I'm going to make a save file real quick so next time it does that I don't shit my pants. So we've got this part here. It looks a bit funky, doesn't it? But if you're making your liveries in Photoshop, you're behind in the game. The new meta is using Substance Painter. That is the front bumper there. So I'll paste this in place of the front bumper. Make it as wide in that area as possible, and that increases the face size, and that will decrease the probability of pixelation when it comes to making your substance livery. You probably don't need to unwrap these parts here, but I still do anyway, because it's easy. I'm going to do these one at a time, so I'll select this one here. Yeah, the CarX devs, they really don't like making things easy, do they? Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to break the law. I'm going to put this UV unwrap in the window here. This can go here. You are learning bad habits by watching this video. But at the same time, we're doing things properly. Ish. Here is the rear bumper. Let's unwrap these. Looks a bit funkier than the front bumper. What I think I'll do is I'll do what I should have done for the front bumper. I'll grab these bits. And I will press C to deselect these bits. Alright, now if I unwrap, it still produces something weird. Let me introduce you to marking seams. So I'll grab this bit. Mark seam. You'll also find that under the edges. So now when I unwrap, it puts that part into its own pieces. Oh, god damn it, I need to deselect all this shit again. Okay. What happens if I unwrap now? There we go. That's what we're looking for. Scale that down, rotate it, and move it to where the rear bumper is. This part can go over here. And if we invert and then unwrap these parts too. So that would be the top part here, which isn't going to be visible. So it doesn't really matter where that goes. We can make it small, doesn't matter. And these are the parts underneath the car. They can just go here. I suppose I should redo the front bumper. Welcome to my process where I'm just making shit up as I go along. Okay. You talk me into it, I'll do things properly. Actually, no, I won't. I'll cheat. I won't mark sharp. I mean, I won't mark a seam. what I'll do instead is simply deselect it. This one might take a little while. You might have noticed that I'm not too good at explaining what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, but I guess I can try. So what I'm doing right now is because it produced a weird unwrap, I'm going to entice it into making a better unwrap by giving it different faces to calculate in the unwrap. And because these are in a hole, they greatly affect the calculation that gets made. So if I exclude the holes, then it will hopefully produce something a bit more uniform, I suppose you could say. So that's what the UV unwrap will look like. But now that I deselected the holes, if I unwrap it now, it gets a nice flat result similar to the original Bodykit. And this will provide cleaner decals. And now I can invert the selection and unwrap the rest of these parts. So what's my real estate looking like? I can put things here. Where could I put this? Up here. I'll put it up here. I've got a good feeling those fins were the canards on the original Bodykits, so that means that I can use this space for that. Well, these are obviously the faces that you can put liveries on, so I'll grab those, scale them down, chuck them there, and the rest of this shit can get scaled down and put into this window, or maybe over here. I am happy with that. So now if we turn the car back on, we can, okay. New image. We'll make it green. So now we can see everything is in its own area, it doesn't overlap. And now we can start to optimize these parts a bit better. Ooh, good thing I spotted that. Okay, this can go over here. Perhaps that's why this car doesn't have many vanilla body kits, because they realized by making the massive fucking car UV, it leaves them no room to put the actual body kit parts. Silly billies. Anyway, that's our UV unwrap done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this strip here. Yep, that looks good. I'll press P to separate it. I'll give it a mirror modifier, so I don't need to do it to the other side. Okay. Scale it out on the X a little bit. And that should be enough so that it is overlapping the original strip that goes there. Going to apply the mirror. Face orientations are good. Normals don't need to be fixed, I believe, so they can join onto the side skirts. Now I'll unwrap these parts as well. I guess I'm up to the part where I duplicate things. No way, I'm up to the part where I fix the origins. Okay. So side skirts are always going to be at 0, 0, 0. If we set the cursor to world origin, that puts the cursor at 0, 0, 0, and we can just simply set origin to 3D cursor. That's all good. Where did that rotation scale come from? Remember, apply your transformations when everything is said and done. Do that with Control A. Okay, side skirts are easy. They're at 0, 0, 0. Now, car park coordinates. This is a handy text file that I'll put in the description below. You can find your car. And now we have these positions. Now, actually, pretty sure I need to select everything. Oop. And spin it 180. Because for some reason the object dumps, the car dumps, always 180 out. I might be wrong. It's been a while since I've done a KNPP body kit. So we'll find out together. So now, Y goes into the Z. And we take the Z, we negative it, and that puts it there. And that is going to be the origin point for our front bumper. Rear bumper. Y into the Z. Positive Z into the Y. Set the origin. Cursor to selected, and I'll quickly grab that origin and put it there. And that should be fine. So, now that that's done, I'm up to the part where we start duplicating things. We are going to call this front bumper FB body. We're going to duplicate it. Call this one FB body no livery. We're going to tab in. Actually, I'll turn on face orientation so you can see what's going on. We got all the faces selected. Alt N, flip. So now we have some facing inwards, represented by the blue, and some facing outwards. And together they are pink and purple. We're going to keep these meshes separated. We'll do, well, actually we don't need to do the same on the side skirts. What we can do is select all these inner faces. Going to press P to separate their selection. Going to flip them so they're facing inwards. And we will simply we'll call these SS body, and the insides can be SS body no livery. Onto the rear bumper. Duplicate, go in, flip. Which one is this? That is the inside, so that is RB body no livery. RB body. And now we have the eyelashes. These don't need an inside because you can't actually see the inside from the inside. So I'll just call these eyelash. Oop. Eyelash. body. Have these been applied? Yep. I've just cut out a piece of the video because I fucked up. Oh, god damn it. I guess it's because they're on separate materials. Okay. Get rid of the misc. I'm going to make a new save called Body Export. Now what we need to do is we grab everything, cursor to world origin, selection of cursor. That puts everything in the center and ready for export. I'm going to grab the rear bumper first, export, and save over the bad parts that I've already exported. Teehee, Hollywood magic. Side skirts, that will select them. Yep. Selected objects only. Everything else the same. Now, I'll select the front bumper without the eyelashes. FB. Shift click, get those as well. And make an eyes version. It's been an hour. I'm probably going to have to cut this video up a bit. Models. Whatever. Okay. What you need to do is you click into model. Read, write enabled. Very important. Drag this into here. And we're going to rename so it gets rid of that first little bit. Just do these for all of them. So by having separate meshes for the insides and the outsides, it's going to make things easier in the future for people who want to make their liveries in substance. Okay, create Kino car part packs meta. That is not what it's called. You'll find on GitHub how to install KNPP or car parts for Unity. They outline everything on there. Do I have... I do have a URAS box. Okay. So I can just drag that into there. Type. Front bumper. Front bumper. Texture. That's that one done. Oh, I need the target car ID. What's that again? 104. I'll chuck that number in there. Add a new part. Front bumper without the eyes. Add a new part. Rear bumper. Takes a little bit of time to think because of how much shit is in this project. And side skirts. Validate all parts. Untick the things that I'm not going to be building. Build. Open the build folder. Browse to the car parts folder. Drag the KNPP in. Okay, it's in there. Let's go back in game. Reload car parts. I think it's done. There we go. Front bumper, Eurus. Beautiful. Side skirts. Beautiful. And rear bumper. Beautiful. Yep. 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 She's working. So now, the Bodykit's done, everything works. Yep, eyelids work too. No weird overlapping UVs. Good, good, good. But the final test will be if we do a dump. Make a new in substance Skyline R31 eras. Import. Beautiful. And so, by following that long-winded and stupid tutorial, you can have your KNP parts correctly unwrapped and built in a way that making liveries is very good. Whee! Okay. Hope that tutorial helps. Happy modding. Sayonara.